iRobot. Dak Prescott had to put the offense on his back last night with Ezekiel Elliott being held to under 2.5 yards a carry against the Vikings. Dak racked up just under 400 yards through the air and 3 touchdowns. Dak's QBR was 87.5, but it wasn't enough as the Cowboys came up short, 20-24. So Shannon, what letter grade would you give Dak from last night's performance?
Skip, I'm gonna surprise you, Skip.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be very kind to Dak. I'm gonna give him a B. Because I thought he played well. I thought he made some great throws. The touchdown to Randall Cobb, the touchdown on the move to Amari, the throws that he was making to Amari, even though Hughes quit on some of those plays. Dak was throwing the ball unbelievable last night. This might be the best game that I've seen him just throw the football. No luck. Everything was like perfect for him. He was 9 of, 15 on third down, but I docked him because he was 0 on fourth down. I docked him because he got 0 points on his first 3 drives. I docked him because he allowed his team to fall behind 14 points in the first quarter.
He allowed?
Is he not the quarterback?
Wait, does he play safety?
Whoa. He plays quarterback, which means he's allowed to drive his team into the end zone.
Yeah.
He drove into Minnesota territory 3 times.
Hold on.
3 times.
If I'm not mistaken.
All 3 times on the first 3. Yep.
Let me see. I played a lot of years.
Yep.
Now, the end zone is normally like 10 yards deep.
Yep.
So you want the end zone to be 40 yards deep? Because if he drove them there, they got touchdowns. And they didn't get any.
Did Jason Witten drop the ball on the first
my
down?
Skip, we're not finna make this about Jason Witten.
Okay.
We're not finna make this about Jason Witten.
I got to tell you.
We're going to make this about Dak Prescott.
a little
No,
long in the tooth last
Stop. Oh, there you go.
Good honesty.
Yeah.
I can't believe you, man.
He had his moments.
At some point in time, it's okay to say, you know what? My quarterback didn't get it done. He started out slow. He picked it up in the middle, but he just didn't get it done. You can't keep placing blame. Everybody gets blamed when the Cowboys lose except Dak because you base everything on QBR. At the end of the day, he can have a 99 QBR, but if he doesn't make the playoffs or don't win the Super Bowl, what good is that? You want dubs or you want high QBR? Okay, with that being said, Skip Bayless, again, I docked him for the slow start. First 3 drives, 0 points. They fell behind 14-0 in the first quarter. That's on your quarterback. And he didn't make the 2 plays and late in the ball game. That's on your quarterback. But because he threw the ball so well, he was so accurate, I'm going to give him a B.
You had to give him a B because you had no choice this time because you knew he deserved an A.
No, he didn't.
You said,
no, he didn't deserve it.
I'll go B.
Skip, you can't lose and get an A.
I agree.
How you lose and get an A?
Possible.
You get 5 answers wrong and you want the teacher to give you 100?
So I want the people at home to realize Dak Prescott last night had a QBR of 88. That was the second best of the whole NFL weekend to Lamar Jackson, who had a near-perfect QBR. And that 88 vaulted Dak Prescott back into #1 in the whole NFL in QBR. Thank you very much. He did convert 9 of 15 third downs last night, and they were hard ones, a bunch of them. It was like, what? 3rd and 14, 12, 12, 8, 7, 6, and then 3 little ones, 3, 2, and 2, but he converted all those. His running back converted none of them. His running back had 0 first downs, and the longest run by any Dallas Cowboy was not by 21. It was by Tavon Austin on a sweep. He went for 7 yards. That was the longest Cowboy run.
Where's that great running back Pollard?
Yeah.
Where he been?
He got 1 shot last night.
And what did he
went
get?
Nowhere. Yeah. Well, maybe they should have played him a lot more.
Oh, really?
Yeah, maybe, because I don't know. He's got some burst to him. My other guy, he's lost his burst.
Don't do that.
Is that jersey still in the trash there?
Yep.
Don't do that.
I
can't believe you.
It might have been over-emotional, overreaction, but I did it. You can see Hazel is behind me in the video.
That.
Hazel is trying to stop me. Sometimes she'll bite my ankles and try to pull me back. She said, don't do it. Don't do it. And I said, no, I'm out of my mind.
You emotional? You overreacted?
Yeah, well.
Skip Bayless is those 2 things?
So back to my quarterback. So he threw for almost 400 yards last night, and I'm going to give him for that performance an A-. A- because the one throw that bothered me the most was you said, well, they did have the ball 3 times and punted 3 times. It's the first third down. It's 3rd and 6 from the Minnesota 39-yard line. And It's a max blitz. They are all coming, and Harrison Smith gets loose. And he is, you want to talk about a football player who can really play. And Dak's got people all up in his face, and he short-armed it to Randall Cobb. It bounced on the turf where he caught it on the bounce. Okay, that was the one bad throw. I wish he'd just gotten the ball to Randall Cobb because he was open, and he was obviously the hot receiver.
He didn't want that hit in the mouth.
Yeah, so, boy, he can take hits in the mouth like nobody I've ever seen.
Not on that one, he didn't want it.
The next drive, it's 3rd and 6 at the Minnesota 48, and Jason Witten drops it. The next drive, they get it all the way to the Minnesota 40, and Amari slips coming out of his break, and the ball almost got picked, maybe even pick-sixed by the kid Hughes, but he threw it right where Amari should have been, and he just fell down. That's not the quarterback's fault. So, again, I didn't get to see the quarterback finish the game because what he did at the end was extraordinary. They start, when their final real drive of the game, 1st and 10 at the 6-yard line. He drives them 83 yards to 2nd and 2 at the 11, and Jason Garrett and/or Kellen Moore took the ball out of number 4's hands and put it in 21's hands. And it wrecked the game. It wrecked maybe the season. It puts you in the catbird seat because number 4 didn't get to finish the game. And even on the play called, I'm assuming by Jason Garrett, on the 4th down play, well, they had a timeout. Minnesota, that was the play of the game. Mike Zimmer called time before 4th down because Dak wanted to go fast. And they're lined up, ready to go. And then he gets to dictate what the play is, right?
Yeah.
And instead, Mike Zimmer says, nope, we're not ready. And over to the sideline trots Dak Prescott. And guess who got involved? Jason Garrett.
Skip, you're surmising that he got involved.
Coach clap. For the first time all night, instead of just clapping, he actually had input.
You see, you know what you're doing? You're trying to poison the jury pool. That's what you're trying to do because blaming everything on Jason Garrett. But why did you give him credit in these victories? He only gets
blame. I didn't give him any credit.
Okay, so why are you giving him blame?
I told you he just goes along for the ride.
He was along for the ride last night then.
So on the play called, it's a little out cut to Zeke in the flat on Eric Kendricks, the linebacker. And in the old days, the good old days, Zeke, he bursts out of that cut. He's got 5 yards of separation. But in this case, he does not separate. Well, he didn't. Can we see it again? He did not separate. And Dak made a really sweet throw. It's right where it had to be, but Eric Kendricks beat Zeke to the football. Is that not a good throw?
Yes.
It's right on the button.
But Skip, here's the thing, Skip.
If Zeke is open, that works.
Here's the thing.
You know what? Randall Cobb was actually open on that, but again, the primary was
Whoa. I'm glad you brought that to my attention because something happened at the end of the Green Bay Philly game. You remember he went to Valdez Scandling and the little guy slipped up the script.
Yeah, but that's to win the game.
Oh, what was that for?
Okay, but he wasn't in the end zone. It was just for a first down.
Oh, that's what you need. That's first down to keep the drive alive.
Yeah, but Darius Shepard's like over all alone in the end zone, saying, underhand it to me. I'm right here. It's win or lose.
But you said if your quarterback gets that first down, he's going to drive him in the end zone to score.
My quarterback is he will do whatever the coach tells him to do. He is the model quarterback who does what he's told to do.
How about that?
He was told to throw it to Zeke on that play.
Stop it!
Want a bet?
No, he was
Want
not.
a bet?
No, I don't want to bet.
Jason Garrett had the audacity after the game to say, it was actually an RPO, run-pass option. If you can see any run option in that play, help me. It's a straight drawback pass. Did he roll out?
Skip.
Was there any, I don't know, read option going on? Nope.
Here's the thing, what really good defensive players do, and this is sometimes why you can catch them. They will play the sticks. The likelihood of them running the running back on a seam or running the running back on a 7 route, which is a corner, on 4th and 5 is not very good. They're going to run him on an option. Either he's going to try to break across your face, but Kendrick played him inside out. You're not coming across my face. And then at the point he breaks out, Kendrick jets the ball.
Okay.
Perfect play. Skip, at some point you got to get
see any burst from 21 last night? No, did you? Help me out. You're the Hall of Famer. I didn't see any.
At some point in time, why would you give, the defensive guys get paid too. Yeah. Offensive guys don't
I got to give Harrison Smith credit for what really is the play of the game, and I have not yet brought it up because I just wanted to save it for right now. But really, the play of the game happens when the Cowboys are forced to take the field goal that makes it 28-24.
Right.
And what happened on that 3rd down play?
What happened?
What did Harrison Smith do in the end zone? Here's what he did. Watch this. Oh, he gets to knock down Jason Witten. You get to tackle him.
You know why did they call it? Because they called that bull jive early on Harrison Smith. You remember that one, Skip?
So you get to knock down Jason Witten so he can't run free and catch the pass.
Hold on. You remember on the third down, Skip? With the third down earlier, and they called that was not.
That was a foul, and that was a foul.
What?
Well, it was. It's blatant pass interference, and everybody's looking around like, seriously?
Wasn't nobody looking around.
Seriously?
Wasn't no one looking around but Jason. Jason pushed the man down.
That ends up being the play of the game because that forces a field goal that makes it 28-24.
Push off.
And obviously, when Jason Garrett then took the ball out of Dak's hands at the end of the next drive, that's ball game, 28-24. So congratulations, Shannon. Harrison Smith got away with near murder in the end zone, and Dak got the ball taken out of his hands.
Well, that's
simple
like
as that.
The Viola Davis TV show, How to Get Away with Murder.
Oh,
that did not happen.
Harrison Smith, this week's co-star, guest star, right?
Oh, and so that's the second time that's happened. Now, if you're on a 2-point play, you said the same thing. The guy against the Jets, you said he got away with murder.
You know what? Jason Witten suffers from like Shaq syndrome because he's so big and strong in the end zone. You can just bang into him all you want because remember Shaquille O'Neal back in like 2001? They just fouled him on every play. Of course, he's fouling them too, but you can't stop him because you can't send him to the free throw line. He's either going to score or not, right?
You need to stop this.
Okay. So
Dak does not deserve an A.
Now the league knows when Jason Witten is in the end zone on a short pass, just knock him down because nobody's going to call it.
I mean, Skip, he's only going to be on short passes. It's not like he's getting down the field in a hurry.
Well, there you go. So I just added up for you why it's an A-.
No.
And it was actually an extraordinary performance. And even the great Shannon Sharp admitted, I don't know if I've ever seen Dak Prescott throw the ball any better, but you gave him a B.
I gave him a B. So what about these first 3 drives? He gets no points.
I just told you what happened on all 3 of them. And I docked him for the first one because it's an all-out blitz.
I give him. What about the interception he threw?
Yeah. Oh, you're going to dock him for that?
Yeah, you know.
So let me ask you a question. Would he have gotten a touchdown if he had thrown if Amari Cooper caught that ball?
Yeah.
Okay, then. So yeah.
So what are the odds that that ball gets intercepted? 50-50?
Yeah.
No. Aaron Rodgers' balls doesn't get intercepted when he throw Hail Mary.
Yeah, but he's like the luckiest quarterback in the league.
No, he lucky.
Well, he is. Luckiest quarterback in the history of the league.
You can't get an A if you get the L.
No, you can't.
That's just kind of how it works.
That's why you couldn't have been a
He
professor.
didn't
They
get the L.
visit you at the
who got the L?
restaurant.
21, the offensive line, the defense, and the head coach.
So now
and I'll throw in the coordinator.
So you separate them. So Dak is over here by himself, and then it's the Cowboy. It's Dak, and then it's the Cowboy.
Yeah, and whoever broke down the game tape to do QBR, they just kept looking, saying, whoop, check, 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 check. 88, leading the NFL in QBR. Way to go, Dak, because he's all my team has. What I figured out last night was, and by the way, I tweeted before the game, if my team is what I think it is, it will win this game.
They're not.
And it's not.
Okay, then.
It's not what I think because I overrated the defense, overrated the run game and the running back, but I love my quarterback. And the truth is, he's all I had.
No, stop it.
Yeah, he's all I had. And you're the guy who says he's a bust, and he's still leading the league in QBR.
First of all, I did not say it was a bust.
Yes, you did.
And second of all, I told you guess what, Skilly? I mean, Skip. Philly is tied with the Cowboys.
Okay.
We haven't even mentioned that yet today.
Yep.
Walking to him when it's all said and done.
I told you are in the catbird seat. The Philly schedule is much easier than Dallas' schedule, and you well might be right. The Cowboys just might miss the playoffs. That was the turning point last night.
The only difference is, Skip, is that we playing the same teams. Y'all got fat early. Now we gonna feast late. That's the only difference. Don't make it seem like y'all didn't play Miami. Y'all didn't play Washington. Y'all didn't play the Giants twice.
You get New England at home, so we have to go to Foxborough. Way to go.
The Lions
Congratulations.
First. See if you guys can get back on
You
track.
got the Jets at home with Luke Falk. We had to go to New York and play Sam Darnold in his miraculous return from mono.
Y'all get the Lions with, I don't even know the quarterback who.
I'll bet it'll be Matt Stafford.
No, Matt Stafford was out with a back injury.
I know, but I'll bet he'll come back.
No,
they said he could have played yesterday.
No, they didn't say he could.
He's got like that transverse process crack that they all play with.
No.
Want to bet?
Romo didn't play with it.
Yeah, he did.
No,
he came back after a game.
No, they need him in the back, and that's how that got started.
Okay. Yeah. There was one quarterback, though, who had a better QBR than Dak. And you know what? It was solid, and he did get the win as Lamar Jackson taking the lead in the MVP race. Greg Jennings joins us. Let's get his thoughts on this one next.